Welcome. I am Ambika Devi, your expert astrologer and mind tamer, here to answer all of your questions about relationships, relocation, career, and timing for individuals, couples, and businesses. I have published in periodicals since 1987, and I have appeared on the Learning Channel as a relationship expert astrologer. Visit ambikadevi.com. That's AMBIKADEVI.com and find all of my newest happenings, interviews of me, my books, and subscribe to my blog. While you're there, visit my calendar and set up your next appointment. I look forward to seeing you. And remember, the stars are here to guide us, and I am your navigator. Get ready to manifest your year ahead in 2024. Written on November 15th, 2023, copyright Ambika Devi. Do you notice the transiting planets and the effect the moon has on your moods and behavior patterns? I bet you do, but that you have not made the cognitive connection between these and your state of being. The most recent new moon was in my sun sign of Scorpio on Monday, November 13th. Upon awakening that morning, I had the urge to purge. I got into some top cabinet spaces where old remedies resided that are no longer needed and cleared them out. This inspired me to create a virtual gathering for all of us to join together in a cozy evening on Zoom, where I'm going to give you information about the upcoming eclipse seasons in 2024, teach you a powerful prosperity mantra, and lead you in a soothing, creative visualization, guided meditation that is going to keep you happy, healthy, and magnetically attracting all that you desire in the coming year. I suggest you begin making your list of what you want and your must-haves now to prepare. For those of you listening to my podcast, there's a link in the post that goes along with this, or you can find free tickets on Eventbrite, and of course, there's a place to get them in my blog post. But before you start manifesting those lists, I urge you to make space. I began by using up tea bags that I had been accumulating from previous travels. These last few years, I've been here in cyberspace, connecting with all of you virtually. But now my kitchen has a lot more space. Some of us are magnets for stuff. I grew up in an antique store. My mother had a passion for early American folk objects and art, and just about everything in our house had a price tag on it. I could come home after school and all of our rugs were gone. Back then I learned that I could draw the line when there was something I really wanted to keep. It was one afternoon after school. I was trotting up the stairs to my room, happy that I only had one topic that needed my attention for homework, and found my bed was gone. I had to sleep in the guest room that night. Maybe this is why I have the habit of letting things pile up in my kitchen and also my closet. Perhaps it is due to my clinging as a result of having to let go of so much in my earlier years. I know it's also because I inherited so much from my mama after she left this planet and her earthly body. I have more than enough, I told myself the other morning. It's time to clear some of this out. I packed up some bags of things to donate and instantly found that it cleared my thoughts as well as a countertop in my kitchen. After, I spent some quiet time gazing out the back sliding glass doors, connecting with nature, and noticed what might be the final bird of paradise flower sprouting up from its bushy, leafy nest in my back garden. Just then, 3 huge vultures flew overhead. Maybe they were signaling the recycling of what needed to take place. I also noticed a group of hawks circling in the distance with their sharp sight. This reminded me that it's important to become 100% clear about what we want before we begin any manifestation process. I urge you to conduct a purge before the end of the year to clear your closets and your thoughts. I find that doing this makes way for a much-needed clean slate before I begin planning what I want to manifest, especially at the end of a year when I'm looking at a new year. When I want to be inspired, I often pick up one of my crystals and meditate with it. I've got an image of the grouping of my favorite crystal friends in the blog post, and I use these when I'm speaking with my clients as well. They help to tune me in to my intuition. For those of you listening to this in my podcast, the grouping of stones that I have a picture of in the blog post are prehnite, selenite, orthoceras, golden selenite, a prophecy stone, and kyanite. Speaking of crystals and intuition, there's a fun way to learn about the mineral kingdom and enjoy inspiring positive thoughts that can help you carve new neural pathways. It's the Crystal Intentions Oracle, and there is a link for it in the podcast as well as, of course, in the blog post. I look forward to having you join me on December 19th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to share this with your friends and prepare to have the best year ever. This is Ambika Devi. Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to visit my site and subscribe to my blog so you catch every new article I release. Visit my calendar and set up your first appointment with me so that we can take you on the path of transformation. The link is in the show notes.